Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to share the 2025 Closet Awards. This is where I reflect on my purchases from the last year and kind of have certain award categories that I want to give for specific items. I've done a video like this a couple of years ago. So I actually kept the same categories from that year. I thought it would be fun to continue and see what new items kind of win in each of those categories. And then I also wanted to do a little shout out, like a non-luxury shout out for a couple of items that I have been using pretty consistently throughout 2025. Okay, I have all my categories written out in here. I guess I could have made like a really cute envelope to look like an actual like award nomination. Anyway, I don't necessarily have all the items here to show, but I do have a lot of photos as well, so I'll kind of intersperse depending on the item. The first category here is the most comfortable. For most comfortable, I actually picked a more recent purchase, but it makes sense given the season that we're in as well. It's actually my Chanel Wool-Alpaca vest. With how light it is and how warm it is, and how easy it is to wear, I felt like it was very fitting for the most comfortable category. Next category is best sale purchase. Is actually this sweater. This Loewe Anagram sweater. It's technically from late 2024. I purchased it then and then I wore it a lot across all of the things that I had added to my closet last year. I still think this is the highest percentage sale. I purchased it from the Loewe Woodbury outlet. It was in this perfect lilac lavender color that I love. For most hardworking, I actually picked my card wallet. I have several card wallets. I affectionately call it my tower of SLGs. But there are some that I prefer to use while I'm traveling, and when it comes to my everyday card holder, I will rotate out of them. But most recently I kind of switched into this. I think early last year I switched into this one and I pretty much stayed in it throughout the year. Oh, it was from that cruise collection that was California roller skate vibe. If you remember that collection, it's from that collection. I think it's pretty self-explanatory why it's the most hardworking. So that's why that one made the list. Next one is most unexpected. And it's most unexpected for a lot of reasons, but it's actually a Marc Jacobs bag. And it's this one. It's most unexpected because I haven't had a Marc Jacobs bag in my collection for many years. And it was also most unexpected because my husband surprised me with it for Christmas. It's also kind of most unexpected in terms of the silhouette, so that's why I picked this one. I have this category called Best Supporting Role. It's kind of like a SLG spotlight, if you will. And so I wanted to pick my Gentle Monster glasses. Because they're really unique and they're pretty special. I thought these were really cute, and they do add a lot of oomph, like something special to your outfit. Best new kid on the block. I had to pick my new watch. So my Yacht Master. Out of the majority of the luxury things that I've added to my closet in 2025, I do think this got the most wear, even though I got it in late October. That's how easy it is to wear from an everyday standpoint because it is a watch, but that's why I think it's the best new kid on the block. Most traveled for 2025 definitely goes to my Hermes Herbag Zip 20. That has crossed the Pacific Ocean twice. So it definitely has the most mileage out of all of my bags from last year, but it's also a really great bag for travel given how light it is and how kind of low maintenance it is. So that's why I wanted to feature it for this category. I have a category called most persistent or most persevering. I think it's an item that is recurring or pretty constant throughout the years in my closet. I struggled with this category a little bit, to be honest, and I make my own rules, so I could have removed it, but I didn't want to. So I was thinking about it, and then I realized probably my earrings make the most sense. I have my Hermes Chaine earrings and the Cartier Just Include the single earring, and they are constantly in my ears all day, every day, unless I have a very specific reason to have to change out my earrings. Because they are pretty much on me 24/7, 365, I thought they made the sense for this category. For best cost per wear, I have to mention my Goyard Boheme bag. That has been also another item that I have traveled with, but I also use it pretty much regularly. It's very easy as like an errands bag because it's bigger and it fits more items in it. If I have to schlep a few more things than my, essentials, that's definitely the bag that I go to easily, like hands down, without having to like think too much. That's definitely one that I grab. And last but not least is the showstopper of the year. And I think it really only makes sense to put this bag in that category. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. The showstopper from 2025. I did debate a little bit between the best new kid on the block, so my watch, and this as the showstopper, and I was like, oh, which one would I put as the showstopper? But I think there's an element of like usage that I can also add to the new kid on the block category, so that's why my watch went there. And this one was really more for like just how stunning it is. It's gorgeous. Birkin 25 in Togo leather, Etoupe with Palladium hardware is my showstopper of 2025. So that's the end of like the luxury closet awards. But I do have a couple of MVPs that I want to call my nighttime heroes. These are not luxury items, but these are items that I've pretty much used every single night across 2025, so I think they're worth mentioning. One of them is this right here. I took it out of the outside packaging, and I think I also mentioned this in my like Japan haul video because these are from Japan. These are the compression tights, almost like compression socks from Japan. I wear these to bed pretty much every night. I can't wear socks to bed. I find them to be really stuffy, but I can keep these on throughout the night. This is the regular version, and they do have like a cooling version, which is even lighter and thinner than this. So if you are afraid you might be too hot, you can get the cooling version. I wear these to bed because sometimes my legs will cramp in the middle of the night, or if I'm walking a lot, or especially after boxing, sometimes my legs will just be a little extra tense, and sometimes my muscles will be really, my calf muscles will be like extra if you know what I mean. And so these have helped a lot. By wearing these every night, they help with the circulation, and they also help with some of the stiff and like swelling that can happen in my calves. So nighttime hero number one. This is like every single night since spring of 2025, I've been wearing these. And then the second nighttime hero that I want to mention are these Sleepyties. I use these also pretty much every night because I don't do my hair every day and I don't wash my hair every day. I use these every night to help preserve some of the styling. It works when I curl my hair kind of like this, as well as when I leave my hair straight. It just helps me maintain the styling that I have, and it also reduces a lot of the like knots and tangling that can happen for the hair that's like around the back of my neck while I'm sleeping. And because this is bleached hair, it's more prone to tangling anyway, so being able to put them up in these and kind of just have them out of my neck area means there's no tangling, and then the next morning I just take them out and my hair pretty much looks like this the next day. And so my curled styling will last a solid 2, 3, 4 days with the Sleepytie. I have also tried the dupes. They're not the same. That's how I've ended up with all 3 sizes of these ones, so needed to mention these as well. That's everything for the 2025 Closet Awards. Hope you like the categories, but also if you have a category that you would like me to add, let me know in the comments down below. I'm happy to add that category going forward. If you have any questions on any of the items that I've mentioned here, also leave those down below and I'll answer you down there. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!